Okay. Time? We got 3 minutes.
That's crazy.
3 minutes is like an eternity.
For you.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, music.
What? Andy's not here. Mark helped me.
Not even considering that.
Exactly. I'm not that much of a prima donna.
No, you're not.
I mean, I like to just kind of walk in, put the mic on and go, but I am capable of bringing, yeah, exactly. As long as I have mascara on, I can do anything. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to keep this playlist because Facebook doesn't let me play the music that we like. That's popular. Not that we don't like the other music, I take that back. Let's see. This is a good one. This one's always good. First practice of the year. It's good. Everybody's starting to settle in. I'm just going to check the camera angle. Make sure you guys have a good view at home. I think we're good there. Can't get everybody in, but it's good enough, I think, just so you'll know what's going on. Yeah? All right. Welcome, welcome. How's the sound in the back? Do you have my voice? Do you have music in the back?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure, because we don't have the speaker stands today, so I just want to make sure my little Mini Cooper only holds so much. Hi. All right, it is just about time. I still see lots of people coming in. Come on in and fill up here. Because the grass is kind of muddy, right? I kind of walked through it with all the stuff. You should come up here on the solid surface. Yeah. Looks like most of the solid surface here is filled. Balance is a lot easier when you're not on grass and dirt, too. I would need to have a separate mat for the park and for studio or home if I was in the grass, yeah. All right. So welcome everyone. Hi. Do you like being on the hill? Yeah? Okay, good. Because we have right here, it's just a flat spot. Is it wet? Oh yeah, I guess it is. Don't come here. It's a little wet, everybody. All right, I'm just gonna do one more check at home. Hi Diane, hi Monica. I never really get to talk to the stream because Andy handles it, but I'm solo today. Well, no, not solo. I am completely supported. So, thank you all for tuning in. We are getting ready to start. I don't know what's the best angle, but I think that's fine. All right, we're going to step up to the top of the mat. Hi, good morning. So good to see everybody, just kind of looking around. Taking it all in. So when we step up to the top of the mat, we do it with purpose, right? We bring the feet together. And of course, we don't have to do Tadasana with our feet together. If you have lower back or hip issues and it doesn't feel good to put your feet together, you can open a little space between them. But we want to be really mindful of how we stand. It's okay, don't rush or panic. I'm going to start slow so you can get your mats down and you can do your thing. Yeah. Hallelujah. And so as we're standing and we're letting the space settle around us, just lift and spread your toes. Then feel each one of those 10 toes touch down. Start with the pinky toes and go with the, what do you call that? That toe, the fourth toe? Does that toe have a name? Right? And then the middle, then like the second toe and the big toe. Put them all down. And notice how pressing the toes made your weight come forward. And push into them a little more with the intention of pushing yourself back. Get in your heels. As you distribute the weight more evenly in your feet, lift the arches of the feet. That support will lift all the way up through even all of the domes and arches of your body. We have arches in the feet, we have arches in the palms of the hands, the pelvic floor, the diaphragm, the roof of the mouth, the armpits, the crown. Right? We have amazing architecture in our body. Let's see if we can keep those spaces lifted and upright, buoyant and spacious. Yeah. And then slowly, as you breathe, start to lift the arms on your inhale. That looks amazing when all the arms go up. And then take the arms down with the exhalation. Try to time it. What we're doing here today is actually infusing breath and movement together. And as you exhale, bring it down. So we're not rushing the breath and we're not rushing the movement. Go ahead, keep going. When we put the breath and the movement together, and we do it while we're paying attention, we are actually doing yoga. So if you would, for today, throw away any judgments. Don't care about the outer form. I'm going to give you alignment cues. Just keep breathing and moving right now. Let it be enough to hold your attention. Let it warm up your shoulders. Yeah. On the next one, let the arms come down and behind your back. Interlace your fingers together. Inhale, lift the chest, look up a little. And then exhale, take your first fold. Fold over, soften the knees, and bow your head humbly. Again, let the front of the shoulders kind of loosen up. You feel a little stretch across the front, the collarbones. So we're going to try to let go of perfection today. We're going to try to let go of outer form. And we're going to think more about how we time the breath and the movement. And I promise you, we're going to work hard. And we are going to try to keep form. But the focus of the practice is to be more inward, about the being and not the doing. It's our first practice of the year, so maybe we can just throw away judgments. We can congratulate ourselves for doing the hardest part of the class, and that is showing up, right? So we've already done that. Everything else is a bonus. Go ahead, let your arms go. Soften your knees a little more. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. Pull the belly in for support. Squeeze a little in the hamstrings and start to rise up. Take it slow, one vertebra at a time. Stack the spine. Think about the inner body work, not what it looks like outside. Roll the shoulders back, and then inhale again, reach your arms up. Wow, what a nice crowd we've got today. Exhale, forward fold. I love January. People doing yoga. Lift and lengthen. Good. Let's step back to plank. So the shoulders are a little warm. Let's see, make sure the hands are under the shoulders. And I want you to feel a little integration in the core. Make sure your body's in one plane, no booty in the air. It's not down dog, it's plank. Yeah, so the tailbone draws a little bit toward the heels, and the hips aren't sagging toward the floor either. The legs are strong and holding you up. Let's take one more breath here. No sagging. Yep, that's it. And then we nice and slow, we can put the knees down or not, but we're going to lower to the belly. You can add push-ups or you can lower the knees to it how you need to. So you do it with integrity. And then inhale for cobra. Yeah, draw the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows back, and then exhale, release. We're going to do two more. Extension in the spine should come slowly. Inhale, a little bit of back bend, right? A little strength in the upper back. And then exhale, release. Let's stay grounded in the tops of the feet, grounded in the hips, and one more time, curl the spine up away from the mat. This time, test yourself. Take your hands off the floor. Are you relying on your arm strength, or can you actually get the strength out of your back? Yep, ground the feet, the legs, the pelvis. Take one more breath here, squeeze back through the shoulder blades, and then let it down. There's the truth. Put your hands under your shoulders and find your way back to downward facing dog. It's a push up and back. The hips rise high, the head drops low, and we breathe. Let your hips go a little to the right. Just feel what's going on in your side body. There's always something there. Yeah, did you feel it? And then let your hips sway a little to the left. Just let your waistline stretch just a little bit. And then come back to the center. Good. We're just going to walk our hands back to our feet. Take your time. Do it like a cat. No sound. No dragging your feet along the texture of the mat or your hands against the mat. And then bend your knees 90 degrees, hips back, chest forward, arms reach in front of you. Half chair. Yeah, so lower the chest so you can get your body parallel to the ground. You can even look down at the mat, the center of your mat. Some of you are still up. Lower the chest, get your back flat. Yeah, low, 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 low. And then reach the hips back more, reach the arms forward more, expand. Start to feel your feet push down and out. Get a little bit of heat going. Yep, take one more breath here. And then stay where you are, but sweep your arms behind you. Lift them up a little bit. Now lift your gaze forward. Start to get a little more fierce in your triceps. I want you to feel muscle hugging bone. Elbows are straight. Drop your hips a tiny bit more and lift your heart just a little. There you go. Now clasp your hands behind you. Inhale. Let's come back to the forward fold. Exhale. Drop the head. Stretch your arms. The fingers are still interlaced. See if you can get the shoulder blades to squeeze a little bit. Yeah, we're just going to start to make some awareness around the shoulders and the chest. That's it. And then when you're ready, let the arms go. And one more time, we'll try rolling up like a rag doll. So the knees are soft, belly is in, and we stack the spine. You can feel your muscles organizing your bones. Lift and roll the shoulders back. Good. Inhale, both arms reach. Let's hook our thumbs together, spread the fingers wide, and then take a little stretch to the right. Yeah, keep your feet pressing down and out so that you feel a little bit of stretch into the side body. Yeah. The hips might move a little bit left. Turn the gaze up toward your thumbs. Yeah, so sweet, everyone. Let's come back to center. You okay? Okay. Oh, bumblebee. All right, over to the other side. Gotta save the bees. Yeah. All right. So moving into the right side of the body, just breathing. There's room. Come on in. Yeah, come on in, you guys. Yep, right there, the space. Come right up. And then return to the center and release your arms nice and slow. Good. Inhale, both arms reach. This time, please drop your right arm down by your side and then stretch over to the right. All the same things, the feet pushing down and out. We're reaching down with the right, reaching up with the left. Now look up at that left thumb. And then float the right arm out parallel to the ground. So all of a sudden you feel a new level of engagement in the core. That's your core. Yeah, just making sure you're aware of where that is. That's the whole part of your body that connects your hips to your torso, right? Yeah, the abdominal wall, just all of it. And then on your inhale, let's come up. And then just switch to the other side. Left arm drops down. Take a little stretch over to the left, just kind of stretching through one side, but we'll be contracting through the other, right? There's a whole series of balanced actions. Left arm starts to float out, right? Just feel what engages and wonder why that wasn't engaged before, right? We're gonna hold there and make sure we're not holding the breath. And then inhale, come on up. Exhale, let the arms go. Nice work. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Let's fold right in. It's a little chilly today. We're gonna get some heat. Give me the half chair again. Bend your knees. Push your hips back, reach your arms forward. Now, touch your palms together. Pull them into your heart center. Let's tuck the right elbow inside the right knee. Exalt the arms, which means left arm to the sky, right arm down to the earth. Check in again. Are you sitting back in the hips? Can you lift your heart a tiny bit? It's just like what we did earlier. Now just the left arm can wrap around behind your back. Push the back of your hand into your body and squeeze a little behind your shoulder blade so you can feel yourself opening up at the left chest, and then left leg begins to straighten. Yeah, just feeling into the hamstring a little bit. Let's open the chest a little more. Draw the head back. Yep. Create some space in your body. That looks so good. Let's take one more breath here. And on the exhale, just let your arm come back down. Let your eyes go down. And then soften yourself back into the forward fold. When you're ready, we will bend the knees, sink the hips, and reach the arms. Inhale as you come into that half chair. Continue to breathe fully in both directions. Palms press, we pull it to the heart, and then the left elbow inside the left knee. Here we exalt the arms again, opening up more space. A little discipline, the feet pushing down and out, and outer hips kind of squeeze. Yeah, just kind of feeling into your strength. Let's wrap the right arm behind the back. That's our half bind. Maybe a little squeeze behind the shoulder blades. Draw the chest open. Yeah, and then the right leg straightens. We get a really nice tilt in the hips here, which makes the spinal twist come a little more easy. So we're starting gentle in the body, but we're going to go deeper. When you feel ready, you just look down, release your arm. Yep. And then we're going to roll up like the rag doll. One more time. Use your muscles to organize your bones. It's not the outer experience. It's what's happening inside as you do these movements. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Fold all the way in. Good. Lift and lengthen on the inhale. Let's go to plank. Plank pose, and then lower down slow. Lots of modifications there. Turning it up or turning it down. Inhale into cobra, one good back bend. And then exhale, downward facing dog. You're moving beautifully today. How's the first practice together on January in 2024 feeling? Yeah, you guys good? All right, so maybe we're ready to turn it up a little bit. Let's step the right foot forward, get on the left toes, and come on up into high crescent lunge. Yeah. Yeah, this looks good. Yep. And sometimes there's no cues. Then what do? I know, I cue and cue and cue and cue. I'm constantly talking about all of the little nuances. But what if you were left to your own? What do you remember? Right? How can you use your back foot better? Yeah. Could you get more strength and support out of the back leg? I think you could. Now, pull in the pelvic floor and pull in the lower belly. Let's start to lengthen up. Pull the belly in, start to stretch up from the rib cage, from the waistline. Reach to the sky like you mean it. Hold all of that upward energy, but bend your front knee for me. Now every part of you is alive. That is what you're looking for as you are navigating the practice. How can you be more consciously aware and awake in your own body? Feel your footprints on the mat. Feel the texture of the mat under you, and feel that cool breeze all around you, right? Really present in your body. Let's take one more breath, and then go ahead and release. Hands go down, step back lightly, lower slowly. Yeah, we're doing all of those things. We call it Vinyasa. Inhale for cobra, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. So super simple. Experience the lunge on the other side. Left foot steps forward, right stays on the toes. And then we rise up, and I'm going to just give you a minute. How can you be in this more fully? Not because you want the outer form to be perfect, but because you're consciously aware of the muscle actions and the balanced actions that are happening in your body. Right? We need to let go of the surface and realize that there is so much more going on beneath the surface. Nothing is what it seems on the surface. Everything in life has more depth. So why would we think that this outer form would just be what yoga is, right? It's the experience, it's the story, it's the wisdom. It is the effort and the ease. Go ahead, show me everything you know about this pose. Back leg is strong, reach like you mean it. Baby, lean back a touch. Yeah, like don't be afraid of the space behind you. Let's take one more breath, and then exhale, put your hands down. Step back lightly, lower slowly. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. Right foot steps, stay on your left toes. So we come to high crescent lunge again. I'm going to challenge you a little bit. Just like you just came up, I want you to, in slow motion, go back down, but almost touch your fingers to the ground. Almost touch the ground. Where do you work from? The core, yeah? And then rise back up. Belly in with grace, come back up. So balance and movement. Go ahead, do it again. We're going to do 3. Almost touch the ground. And then with grace, rise back up. Last one, best one right here. Almost touch the ground. Come up even slower. Squeeze from the outer hips. Root your feet. Beautifully done. Exhale, take a flow. Hands down, step back lower. Who is working from the core there? Who had their belly hanging out and struggling? Yeah. You get a second try. Left foot steps up, stay on the right toes. Right? Pay attention to the inner workings. Right? There's an integration. As the feet push down and out, the legs draw in. The belly draws toward the spine. You can feel it. It's not aggressive. We're not like squeezing everything. We're just like feeling that motion of hugging in and getting support. Then let's see if we can find our grace. Go ahead slowly. Almost touch down. Yeah, manage the fluctuations. That's where the work is. Where do you stabilize from? That's what you notice. You fix it. And then you do it again. Look at the grace. Look at what's happening around us. You guys are amazing. I love the wobbles. Last one. Take it really slow. Come on up. Full expression of the pose. Everything you know about that lunge. And then go ahead and flow it out. Hands down. Step back lightly. Lower nice and slow. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're really moving beautifully. And again, it's not about perfection. I don't really care if you fall over. You get up with a smile and you try again, right? It's so much better that you're here and you're trying. Give a little pushback in the down dog. Feel it energetically move back. Feel your legs take some of the pose. And then look at your hands. Let's walk the feet up to the top of the mat. Lift halfway. Inhale. Fold deeply, exhale. Feet are together. Bend your knees, sink your hips for the full chair pose. Yeah. You didn't know, you knew I wouldn't wait long. Yeah. It looks so good. See, we don't hate this pose as much as we used to because we do it all the time and now we think, no big deal. Right? Sit back a little bit, ground the feet. Don't let your toes lift. Pull in the belly. Let's push through the feet and come on up. Take a little stretch at the top. Oh, feels so good. And then bring the hands to the heart. We're going to flow. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Let's move and breathe. Inhale, lift halfway. As you exhale, take the feet back. Lower yourself down nice and slow. Inhale, cobra pose. Gentle through the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog and into warrior one. Right foot steps up, left foot turns flat. We rise facing forward. The first time we do any pose, I always like to give you a little bit of time. Time is where we cultivate our wisdom and our experience. And every warrior you have ever done before this one has informed this one. And if this is the first one, you should take your time to learn a little bit about the pose. The back foot is grounded, and as you feel your left foot push back, the left side of the body pulls a little bit forward. There's the dynamic, balanced action, right? So the left side of the body is coming a little forward, against the pushing of the foot. Yep, as you reach up, you bend your right knee. There's an up and a down, right? And as the belly wants to push out, you pull it up and in. That lift that you feel in your arms is coming from the pelvic floor. It's actually coming from the arches of your feet. The architecture of your whole body is connected. You're one system. We don't do anything separate from. Give me one more breath. Lean back that little bit of an inch and then take it out. Flow it out. Hands down, step back and lower. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then show me warrior on the other side. I'm going to take a different view. Yeah. So the work is beginning in the back foot. We want to get strength and stability from the back leg. And then we move a little bit away from that pushing back, because that right leg strong pushing back sometimes opens the body to the right side. We want to pull the right side of the body a little forward, chest plate forward, right? The warrior, chest plate is forward. Turn your body. Yeah, there you go. And now you can feel why that foot pushes back, so you can pull against it and you create that little bit of tension. How's that hip flexor? Anyone feeling it right there? Yeah. Bend your front knee. Let's reach a little higher because it comes from the ground up. Last breath. And then flow it out. Hands down, step back, lower. Yeah, breathing, moving, enjoying your body, enjoying your breath. If you start to get tired, make modifications. Don't give up. You can rest anytime. We find our way back to downward facing dog. All right. Nice and easy. Take a breath, push back a little, and then look forward. Let's walk our feet up to the top of the mat. Bring the feet together, lift halfway, and then exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Show me chair pose. Push through the feet, let's come all the way up, and then bring the hands to the heart. All right, again, inhale, chair. Last round. Exhale, forward fold. Gonna try to build a little heat. Lift halfway, inhale. Let's go to plank and lower on the exhale. I know it's repetitive, but we get better at it when we practice and we do it more. Cobra on the inhale. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Right foot steps, left foot flat. Warrior one breath only. And then exhale, bring it back down. Hands down, step back, lower. How's that core treating you? Belly button to the spine. Don't forget about it. It's the grace that takes you through your transitions. Left foot steps up, right foot turns flat. Inhale as you rise into the full expression of that warrior. You know all the parts. And then hands down, belly stays in, lower slow, strong legs. Cobra on the in-breath. Down dog on the out-breath. Oh, you guys are amazing. You look so good. Take 2 more breaths right here. Push back a little. Be kind to yourself, but feel strong. Don't be afraid of letting your strength come through. All right, when you're ready, you're going to look forward and slowly walk your feet right up to the top of the mat. Let's lift halfway on the inhale. Fold as you exhale. And we finish strong right here with chair. Bend your knees, sink your hips, reach your arms. So good. Come to standing, take a little stretch, and then pull your hands to the heart. Okay. How are we doing? You okay? You still with me? You might not be after this next one. Inhale, arms reach. Let's forward fold, just like we've been doing. Then lift halfway, look forward, go to plank pose, and hold it. We're gonna stay right there. In the upper push-up, check in, belly to the spine, legs strong, hands pushing down and in. Let's roll to our right side and lift the left arm high to the sky. Get on the edges of your feet. Yep. Nice. Can you lift the center of the pose a little more? Find the core. Nicely done. And then eyes go down, hands go down. Switch to the other side. That wasn't so bad, was it? Okay. Using the edges of the feet, lift the center, and then return to plank and lower. You've got it. inhale for cobra. Yeah, now the clothes are starting to come off. That doesn't sound right. Go to downward facing dog. Well, it was a little chilly, so we came out in layers. I know everywhere else in the world but South Florida, it's been winter, right? So, for us to come out with long sleeves, it's just funny. The heat starts to come and then we take off our clothes. All right, when you're ready, look forward. No, let's look back and walk the hands back to the feet. Right there. Go ahead, soften your knees a little bit. Reach down and see if you can get your peace sign fingers to wrap around your big toes. So that's the index and middle fingers. They make like a hook and they go around the big toe. And then the toes are going to push down and the fingers are going to pull up. See if you can create a little lock there. We actually make a hook. So the two fingers go around and make like a little hook. Yep. Now the toes push down and the fingers pull up. Do you feel that lock? Good. Now maybe the legs can straighten a little. Maybe not. You may be maxed out, but some of you can take the legs a little straighter. Make sure as you push your legs back that your weight doesn't go in your heels. Go ahead and take a little weight in your toes. A little. Yep, a little. Not too much or you fall forward on your head. Let your head down. Just breathe for a minute. Feel the back of the legs. Feel the spine. Feel a little bit of blood coming into the brain. Make sure you're breathing. And we're going to release the toes. Take a deep breath. Look up, lengthen. Come to a flat spine. Let the blood flow, even out. And start to walk your hands out into plank pose. Now go with me on this, okay? We're going to hold plank. But what I want you to do is bend your knees as if you were trying to pull them to your elbows and then push back into straight legs. Do it again. Bend your knees like you're trying to pull your elbow to the elbows and then straighten your legs. So don't move. Hands stay directly over shoulders. It's just the legs, isolated. Yep. Do a couple more on your own. See if you can keep looking forward as you do it. Knees bend a little bit and then legs straighten behind you. Yep, last one. You got it. Straighten those legs and lower. Inhale for cobra. Not so bad. Right? You did it. Feels pretty powerful. Find your way back to down dog. Lift the hips up and back. Let the head down low. Breathe. Okay. It's so important to use your legs, yeah? Did you feel what happened when you softened the knees and you lost the support? You didn't like it so much, right? Come forward into plank. Show me Vashisthasana. Roll onto the right side. Lift the left arm high to the sky. And go ahead, bend your knees a little bit, and then straighten them out. We're going to do 3 times. So that's 1. Bend your knees a little bit, soften, and then straighten, lift. 1 more time, bend the knees, then straighten, lift. Take the bicep over the ear. Stretch the whole side body. Reach, lift from the center. Lift your core, belly to the spine. You've got this. Arm goes up, eyes go down, return to plank. Yep, lower slowly. Take a little break here. Inhale for cobra, and then lay back down onto the belly. Good. Go ahead and take your arms back behind you. They can be alongside your body. Let's ground through the hips and lift the chest. Lift your arms up behind you. Clasp your hands together. And then lift your legs off the ground. 2 breaths. Just feel the back body squeeze a little bit. Don't overdo it. Don't compress the lower spine. Keep the pubis bone grounded. And then let it go. Nicely done. Push back to child's pose. Don't get too comfortable. Yeah, just release any tension that might be in the sacrum and the lower lumbar. And then come forward into plank. Plank pose. Belly to the spine. Roll over to your left side. Soften the knees a little, then straighten them. Where are you holding the pose from? Your core, right? You soften the knees. That means you're holding everything else still together from your center. On number 3, bicep over the ear. Lengthen, lift, expand. The hips rise, the ribs rise. Beautiful. And then arm up, eyes down, hands down. That was amazing. Lower slowly. Side 2 was so much better. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay. Take a deep breath, make a noise. Yeah, that was not enough, I don't think. I only heard like 3 people next to me. Take a deep breath in, open your mouth. Oh, discharge the energy, yes. And then look forward to your hands. Let's walk our feet up to the top of the mat. Okay, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. With a flat spine, we're going to rise all the way up to standing. Lift the head and chest. Reach the arms all the way up. And then bring your hands right to heart center. Okay. Go ahead and stand in your left leg, but lift your right. I'm saying it backwards. Stand in your left leg, lift your right. Hands are in the prayer position, Namaskarasana. Now push a little bit into the left foot and lift the right one a little higher. Now, can you just check in with your posture? Are you in Tadasana? Like, do you feel like your tailbone is sticking out or curling under? Is your head up high? Is your chest broad? Feel the shoulder blades move back a little bit. Some of you are rounding forward because you're pressing into your hands so much. Yeah, that's so much better. I love those little tiny fluctuations. Just live with them, manage them. Those are important muscles. Belly to the spine, right? Feel the core work. Stabilize yourself from the inside. And then just slowly put it down. So good. Try the other side. I don't think we realize how important it is to be able to stand on one leg. Yoga is a very functional practice. When you see it on commercials for insurance, you don't realize that that has nothing to do with yoga. The insurance companies don't even want us doing yoga because then we'd be well and we'd have no claims. Right? So push down anyone who's in the insurance industry. I apologize. Maybe not. Push down, pull up, stabilize, realign, right? Feel the work from the inside. Yeah. And then go ahead, put it down. Let's turn it up a notch. Switch legs. Which one do we do first? Right leg up. Now we're going to take the right hand on top of the knee. Open your fingers. So we're not grabbing our leg. They're creating like a wall. The fingers are lifted away from the limb. We're going to push the knee into the hand and the hand into the knee. So now we're working on balanced action. And it's not like, which one can I push harder? It's like so subtle. They just meet. They just merge. So that those two actions, the push and the pull, become one, where they just join together. Can you feel that? That's yoga. We don't have to fight about everything. Someone doesn't have to win everything, right? Sometimes we can just be one. We can just merge and find that center place. And then go ahead, put that down. Switch to the other side. Your hip flexor got a little juice there, huh? Okay, left leg rises, left hand. Create some resistance. Lift your fingers up. No fingers touching the leg. Spread your fingers up, 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 away from your leg. And then the hand is touching the knee, just the palm. Yep, push down, push up. Find the balance. It's so subtle. When one pushes more than the other, I go, woo, like if I've lost the balance. Yeah. You'll find the stillness. Yeah, and then just let it go. Switch sides. One more time. Now, right hand outside of the knee. Fingers spread wide. So we're not holding it. We're not holding it. We're just fingers out like there's a wall there. And then see if you can create that lateral push. We push in, we push out. Do it soft. Nobody wins here. All right, I think that you're starting to get it. You can feel the merge where the union is. Now, I want you to start to let the leg be stronger and let the hand be resistance. So little slower. Ooh, you start to feel that burn on the outside of the hip? Yeah? See if you can keep the balance while you're doing dynamic movement. And then bring it back to center. Now the hand pushes, the leg resists. And then put it down slow. Yeah. Who said that you didn't want your hips to get strong doing yoga, right? Same thing, left side. Left hand on the outside of the knee. See if you can find that place where the energy merges, where they're equal. Neither one is moving. They're just together in it. Yep. And then we're going to let the hand be the resistance, but let the strength of the leg actually come to fruition. Like let it press a little bit, but feel the resistance. Resistance is the key to getting strength in our muscles. We want to strengthen the hips. Yeah. Go all the way out wide as far as you can go. And then the hand pushes and the leg resists, and we're still balanced as we do that work. You got it. All right, put it down. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. Let's go to plank and lower on the exhalation. Move through it. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps up, stay on your left toes. We're gonna come back to that high crescent. Lift your arms up overhead. Remember that slow motion transition from the core. Now, bring your hands to heart center. Lean a little bit into the right leg and very slowly float your left leg up behind you. See if you can get both legs to be active here. Steady. Now, exactly where you are, bend your right knee so the whole pose just comes low. Keep your hands pressing into your heart. And then take the arms out like wings. From there, the right fingertips are going to touch the ground slowly. And then the right arm comes back up. Then the left hand touches down so gently. Pick it back up. Both hands touch down super slow. And then pick them up. Let's straighten that right leg and come to standing. Yeah? You guys need to see that? I'm going to go on the screen for a second. Can you see me? All right, so if we're on the other side, it'll be left foot forward, right? So we're going to come into this airplane pose, and then we get low, right? We're going to get low, take the arms out, and then we're going to play with our balance. We're going to touch down, and then lift it back up, touch down, lift it back up, touch them both down, lift it back up, and then use the power in that standing leg to come back to standing, yeah? All right, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen, inhale. Let's go to plank and lower on the exhale. We're wiping the slate clean as if the first side didn't even happen, right? Yeah, downward facing dog, and then we step into high crescent on the left side. Got this. Hands to heart center. Feel the midline of the body, and then come forward. Trust your left leg. Use your right leg behind you. Now left leg bends. We're going to get low. That's hard. Steady. How low can you go without losing your balance? You have to find that right place. Arms sweep out like wings. And then one hand at a time. See if you can reach down, touch, and then come back up. Yep, do the other side. Now you got it. Both hands touch down so lightly, and then sweep the arms up. Let's straighten the left leg and bring our feet back together. Yes. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. You got it. Lift and lengthen. Inhale. Let's go to plank and lower on the exhalation. So I know you can balance on one leg. That was really good. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Right foot steps up. Stay on the left toes as you come to your high crescent lunge. Let's bring the hands into the heart. And again, lean into that front leg and float your left leg behind you. We're gonna keep both legs straight. We're not going low this time. Okay. Take another breath. Start to reach both arms forward. Actively reaching through the arms and back through that left leg. Pull your belly to your spine and in slow motion bring your feet together, come to standing. Good, hands come to heart center. Now that left knee is going to pull up and into the belly. Really good. Now, like if you were in chair pose, we're going to get low. We're going to bend the right knee and come down nice and low. This is really good. Now stay low and take the left leg behind you. See if you can get your thumbs to touch your chest and your pinkies to touch your knee. Good. Release your fingertips to the floor. And then with both knees bent, tuck the left knee behind the right knee. Get kind of low. Squeeze in a little bit. Left knee behind right knee. You got this. And then just a little bit of weight in those fingertips. Go ahead and stretch the left leg straight up to the sky. All the way up high. I'm starting to lose you. Yeah, okay, we'll bring the left foot down to meet the right. Bend both knees, give me chair pose. We know we can do that. Push through the feet, come all the way up. And then bring your hands to heart center. Okay, arms reach, inhale, we're not done. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on the in-breath. Go to plank and lower on the exhalation. Move in and breathe in. Come into high crescent lunge on your left. Left foot steps, stay on the right toes. Hands come to the heart as we lean into the left leg and float the right one behind us. Belly to the spine. Start to expand your arms forward. Reach. Stabilize from the core. We reach forward as much as we kick back. And then let the right foot touch down as you come to standing. Both arms reach high. We pause there for just a moment, and then hands to the heart as the right knee lifts into the belly. Just like chair pose, we sit into the left leg, sit low. And then we're going to take the right leg back. Keep the thumbs on the chest. See if you can get your pinkies onto your knees. Spread your fingers out. See if you can balance there for just a moment. You got it. And then let your fingers touch down onto the ground. Some of you did that so beautifully. And then both knees bend and we tuck the right behind the left. Squeeze the knees into each other, like tuck into a little ball here. You have your fingers on the ground. Feel the core, feel the outer hips, feel the legs integrating into each other. And then standing split, fingers stay on the ground, right leg goes up to the sky. Doesn't matter what it looks like, right? We're finding the balanced actions. We're using our bodies in all different kinds of ways. I can almost guarantee if you didn't come to class today, you would not have found yourself like this, right? Bring your feet down together. Bend your knees and do chair pose. And then come to standing, because you can. And then bring your hands to your heart. Amazing. Arms reach. Last vinyasa. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on your in-breath. We're going to plank and we're going to lower on the exhalation, using all the body parts today. Cobra, and then down dog for just one good breath. Big inhale, maybe a vocal sound on the exhale, just releasing tension. And then if you would, please come to seated. You're welcome. Yeah. I'm not being sarcastic. Someone actually said thank you, so I'm just being polite. Simple crossed legs or virasana, sukhasana, however you like to sit, but you're still doing yoga. If you want to, you close your eyes. It feels appropriate. So again, we do not really compare or look at anyone else. This is not a performance art. This is an opportunity to feel the inner workings of the body, to be with your breath. Root the tailbone, lift your heart. We can actually sit longer if we sit back, because the crease of the hips, a lot of circulation gets congested if we have a really deep crease there. If we're leaning forward and this is really squeezing, we want to open up the space in the crease of the hips and let all the blood flow. Yeah, this is our moment. Keep the belly into the spine. Lift a little from the pelvic floor, then you don't have to work so hard everywhere else. I can tell that you're aware of your breath and you're aware of your body, but I'm not 100% sure if you're aware of your facial expression, right? Yeah, like why so serious? Why so like solemn, right? How do you feel from the practice, right? How do you feel? You feel pretty proud of yourself that you showed up, you did all the things, right? So let that be what is showing to the world, right? A little softer in the eyes, a little softer in the lips. Right? That's it, that's better. First practice here together for the year. We're off to a good start. Now, I'd like you to unfold your legs and put your feet on the mat in front of you. Knees are bent. So the feet are flat, the knees are bent, and you're going to lean back just a little, not a lot. A little is actually better. Now, make sure you root down the tailbone, lift the chest, and pull the shoulder blades into the back body. So form matters here. Not because of how it looks on the outside, but because of what kind of integrations you're creating on the inside. So we lean back a little, and we make the spine really straight, head back. Most of you forgot the head back. There you go. Now, can you hold that and breathe? Can you hold that and not lose your cool? What is your face saying to me right now? Chest up, head back. That's the work. Now, you're doing amazing there. Let's see if we can open our arms out like a T. And keep breathing and keep smiling, right? And just keep feeling that work. It's on the front, it's on the back, shoulder blades back. You got it. How about biceps to the ear? Yeah. Amazing. Things are flowing. It's hard to keep track of everything. You guys and the stuff and the wind. Okay. Hands come to the heart. Sit up for just a moment. Maybe round your head a little bit forward. Just a counter. And then we sit up straight again, we lean back a little. Interlace everything but your index fingers, and then extend your arms forward. See if you can do that real extend forward without rounding the shoulder blades. Like, can you keep the shoulder blades back? Keep the collarbones lifted and wide. And then from your obliques, twist a little to the right. You don't have to go far to feel them. They just grab, right? They just hug right in the waistline, and you're still breathing. Don't let that facial expression change. You showed up. You did all of the things. You're almost done. That's it. You can actually contract your core and breathe and feel vibrant and alive all at the same time. And then take it slowly over to the other side. Feel one set of obliques undo and then the others redo. Right? They have opposite actions. They push and they pull and they make your waist a little smaller. You like that? Yeah, not that I'm supposed to talk about outer form, but reality, we live in Boca. We're obsessed with outer form, right? Good, come back to center, open your arms, tuck your chin, round your back, and lay yourself down. Yeah, you did it, woo! You know, for you, Jonathan, a little bit of core work. I love you. All right, both legs in the air, both arms in the air, just straight up. Straight up. Now I'm going to make your brain do a little bit of yoga. I want you to keep your arms and your legs straight up. You're gonna take the right leg slowly down as the left arm goes up by the ear. So opposite hand and leg. Yeah, but that means the other arm stays in the air. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yep, and then bring the right one up and the left one up. And then try the other side. Left leg down. Yep. So the ones in the air stay in the air. Yep. Yeah, you gotta really think about that. This is on your brain. Right arm up, left leg up. Do a few on your own. See if you can coordinate that. Slowly lower. Yeah, you gotta think. Bring them up. Don't rest too long on the ground. It's like a barely touch. And then come back up. Come on, think about it. You guys are so funny. You should see what you're doing. Opposite hand and foot. And the ones in the air stay in the air. You got it. Some of you really got it. Some of you are like, what? And some of you are doing it all kinds of ways and you think you're doing it right. I love it. This is the best moment of the whole class. Let all your limbs go back up in the air and then squeeze your knees into your belly. Because it's not about perfection. It's about challenging ourselves in new ways. Right? Coordinating. So that means the opposite arm that's going is not moving down by your side. It's like it was up in the air. You guys are so funny. Yeah, there you go. Knees into the belly. Squeeze it in a little tight. And then if you would, open to happy baby. We didn't really go open into the hips today. I tend to stay a little bit linear here at the park. It keeps the sequencing a little simpler so we can focus. Rock a little side to side, make it feel good. Don't force anything. Yeah. Hi Bill, hi Jason, hi Jose. Just peeking in on the stream. Our feet, let them touch down on the mat, but let the knees drop open. Turn the soles of your feet together. The arms can go up over the head so the shoulder can rest. Let the belly soften. Nothing forced here, nothing imposed, just a moment of opening the hips, opening the shoulders, and breathing free. How you feel. This is the moment where the clothes might start to go on. So as the movement slows down, the body temperature starts to drop. As the movement increases, the body temperature goes up, right? It's just normal. Let's take the arms out like a T. Draw the knees up and into the center. We'll roll our legs over to the right side, just like finishing the practice so beautifully with a spinal twist. Oh, if I only had 15 more minutes, what we could have done. Soften a little bit now. Imagine softening at the joints. Literally, like, start with the upper and lower jaw where those two bones meet, so you can soften there. And then start to follow in all the other places in your body that you can imagine where the bones meet. So see if you can soften there. Where the back of the ribs meet the spine. Where the hips meet the legs, right? Just see if you can let all those spaces soften. Where the arms meet the shoulders. And we'll slowly come back to the center and over to the other side. Try to do it with some grace, use your core, right? The transitions always need to be mindful, so you can like sit on the couch, but then you gotta pull yourself together when you're gonna stand up. right? You can like relax in your car, but when you get out, you gotta pull it together and have a sense of integration as you transition. Supporting and moving with some grace. Let's take one more breath here. And then gracefully, mindfully integrated, find your way back to the center and lay yourself out, please, for your final resting pose. Our sacred rest. It's called Shavasana. And whenever I hear that sound, it makes me want to put a little prayer out to whoever they're racing to. And for each and every one of the workers that have chosen that profession. Be there for us when we need us. So much honor in that work. So, a little grace. Yourself be. So one little breath at a time. We begin our awakening. We begin to come back into our awareness, into our bodies, into our breath. And in your own way, in your own time, trust yourself to move and organize and integrate so that you can come to sit. Yeah. And so here we are, we all just did the same thing, but yet each and every one of us had a different experience, yeah? So here we are, we walk the earth, we go to work, we take care of our families, we eat, we do whatever we do, right? We sleep, but we're all having our own experience. Let us remember that there is so much more than what we see on the surface. Let us cultivate more of the role of the witness and less of the judge, because we don't really know what anyone else is going through. I see it all the time. There's so much more than what we see on the surface. There are people who are completely kind of disheveled and like a mess, and they're fine. And then there's these people that are all put together and perfectly, hair, makeup, outfit, everything is just right, and they are suffering inside, right? We cannot judge. Everyone has their own story. Let us remember There's so much more to us that exists on the inside than on the surface. Our poses teach us that every time. The Warrior 1 or the Warrior 2 that you see on the insurance commercial has nothing to do with yoga. That is performance. That is cultural appropriation. Right? Let's dig a little deeper. Let's be willing to explore a little further. Let's maybe show a little bit more of what we are inside on the outside. Take off the mask. Unburden your shoulders. When someone asks, how are you? Don't just be like, fine. Like, and walk away. Like, what if you looked in each other's eyes and you actually said how you are? I don't know, it's just a thought. What if we were willing to bear our truth publicly and allow ourselves to be loved and supported, right? It's amazing what happens. So just a thought for this first practice together for the year. Like, what can we step into? And for me, all of the things, when you pare them all the way down, it comes down to truth and love. That's it. Truth and love. So maybe this year we can cultivate a little more of that together. Maybe we can be a little bit more of that together. That would be amazing. Yeah? Some of you are not buying in. Some of you are like, yes, I am with you. Yeah. But it's okay. I am on a mission. Truth and love, truth and love, truth and love. Like, it sounds so like, rainbows and butterflies, right? But it's not. It is the core. It's the core of what makes us tick. No more lies. No more deception. No more trying to fake it. Let's just be. Right? Let's just be a little closer to who we are. You look more like yourself when you're here at the end of practice than you probably would if I ran into you in town center. Right? This is how you look on Sunday morning when you wake up in your house. Right? This is you. I love that I get to be with you like this. Thank you. Let's put our hands together. We'll take a deep breath in, and then together we will sound. Let's really make a sound of Om that reverberates through outside this park, right? Do it with me. Don't leave me hanging. Let's breathe in once together. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, perfect peace. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. May the actions of my life and all of our lives somehow contribute to the happiness and the freedom for all living beings, so that we may know a peace, peace, perfect peace. Namaste. Happy Saturday, everybody. Thank you so much. Please join me tomorrow at the library, at the museum. Tomorrow is the museum practice at 9:30, right at the end of Meisner Park. The Boca Raton Museum of Art sponsors yoga for us once a month. It's a Sunday morning practice at 9:30. We'll be in the Great Hall tomorrow, so it's kind of nice to be in this big open space. There's a giant mural behind us. We've had a really nice group that comes. I'd love to see that grow this year. So come 9:30 tomorrow to the museum. There's so many things going on this month. Next Friday, the 12th, I will be at Raw Juice on the rooftop. Then the 14th, that Sunday, I'm doing vision boards, Vinyasa and vision boards at the studio. If you have never created a vision board, this is year 12 for me of doing the vision board workshop. It's incredible what we do together, what we create together. The practice is designed to unblock our creativity and the things, the old stories that keep us from being the best versions of ourselves. So the whole practice is designed to sort of help open your channels and like stop the I'm not smart enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not blah, 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 right? And then we start doing arts and crafts. We literally cut magazines up like kids with little blunt scissors, right? And we start pasting. And before you know it, the vision for your life for the year starts to come up on this poster board, and then you take it home with you. So come on the 14th. It's starting to fill up, but I do need to know how many are coming before, so I bring enough supplies for everyone. So that's the 14th. Then the 19th, I have a yin with live music with Michael Nasty doing the music. It's going to be at Gravity and Oxygen on the corner of Palmetto and Dixie, right there. He has a beautiful outdoor space, so it's yin under the stars. We're not doing it at the museum this month. So there's so much happening. I'm all over town. I'm committed to being in the community, to sharing yoga. Please come up and sign the clipboards. I have passes for you. If you have not been to my studio, Yoga Journey, please come up and take a guest pass. Come and see the studio, meet my other teachers. I would love to have you come. You can be my guest. And I have magnets for your car. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, donations on the box if you want. You're so welcome. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. You're welcome. Check the website if you can't remember all those announcements, because that was a lot. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't even know how I kept all the dates and times and everything straight. That's my calendar this month.
No, I
I'm
think
all
we're
over
good.
town. Hi.